Oh yeah, boys. We got Mantha, then we got Anafin, and then we got Hurdle, baby. Ho ho ho, this team is gonna be looking so good once everybody comes off of LTIR in the playoffs. Once that happens, oh, it's back to back for Vegas, baby. I legitimately despise you with every fiber of my being. Oh, hey, cool, we got Elias Lindholm. I am sure that is just the first of a series of trades that we're going to make to bolster our team ahead of this playoff run, and we didn't add anybody else. Okay, Lindholm, you're really going to have to do a lot of work for us here. Good, you know what? I'm glad. Get rid of the passengers, Toffoli and Miller. They can both go eat rocks. Vanacek, you sucked for 3 years. You can get out of here. And Capo Kakinen, I know nothing about him, but if he has a pulse and can stop a puck, he's already an upgrade to what we have in net. Yo, adding Duclair and Dumba is pretty sick. I mean, didn't give up much of anything to get them, and it's all upside there as long as Kucherov is healthy and we got Vasilevsky coming back to form in the playoffs. We're gonna have a shot. Yes, we didn't trade away Pavel Buchnevich. There's actually a reason to keep watching this godforsaken team this year. Now let me check and see what the odds of us getting Celebrini are. Oh, yeah, trade deadline, I know. We shipped off Beauvillier, we'll miss him, yada yada. Did you see Connor Bedard's stick handling? Thank God this kid is on our team. Are you telling me we couldn't even get a second-round pick for Vlad Tarasenko? The Ducks got a first for Henrique. What the hell are we doing? We need to do some sort of seance to cleanse the curse that Eugene Milner clearly put on this team. Hey, it may not have been the most active deadline for us, but adding Chris Tanev to an already loaded backline between this and Stankoven turning out to be an absolute stud. The stars really are aligning, aren't they? Monahan, Toffoli, Miller? We're actually doing this like going all in thing, aren't we? It's kind of nice. I cannot believe how far this franchise has fallen, that we're selling at the deadline and getting absolutely blasted by the Caps, Bruins, and Oilers in consecutive games. We're going to drive away Crosby just like we did with Jagr, aren't we? You know, pretty on brand to see Dylan Guenther's getting his utilities turned off because he can't pay his bills. The same week we trade away 3 of our better players and don't even get a single third-round pick back for any of them. Wentberg and Roslovic, not exactly the high-end shopping that I'm accustomed to at the deadline, but hey, Dolan's got to keep that first-round pick so he and the Rangers can make a big showing out at the Vegas draft this year. Don't worry, Western Conference teams. Daddy's home to take care of those pesky Golden Knights this year. I am very whelmed by this trade deadline for the Wild. Just whelmed. Thank you for that OT game winner against Pittsburgh in 2018, Kuzi. We'll always have the bird, Sally. But in all honesty, I can't believe we got back anything for you, given how you played the last couple of years. Was our only goal at the deadline to just add players who are going to cross-check their opponents in the face at any given time? Because I'm not against it, but, you know, in the playoffs, they're inevitably going to take some crucial penalty that's going to fuck us over, aren't they? I guess I'm happy that Rob Blake didn't make a panic move to try and save his job, but, like, our ceiling this year is second round of the playoffs, right? Why does it feel like the Tommy Novak signing is a bigger deal than the 4 trades that we made at the deadline? Like, we got Jason Zucker, and it feels like that was an afterthought. Oh my god, we're having a fire sale. Somebody put out the flames to stop this fire sale. Amazing grace. Someone evacuate the small children. Jake Gensel and Evgeny Kuznetsov. Guys, there's no stopping us in the East this year. Why do I feel like we gave up a lot for Adam Henrique? Like, maybe too much? Screw it, with McDavid or Nuge or Draisaitl on his line, he's going to be on pace for like 30 goals in the rest of the season. I do not know why this team continues to hurt us by trading away the good young players that we actually stumble across. Having said that, I do like the trade for Bowen Byram in return for Middlestat. I just didn't want to lose Middlestat. We unload the garbage at the deadline, and we get back the treasures in return. Seriously, I can't believe we got back a first for Sean Monahan. Okay, we didn't make a trade at the deadline that's not great, but on the plus side, we didn't make a trade at the deadline that would go horribly wrong for us. So it's basically even Steven coming out, and now Dylan Larkin's hurt. Well, that's awesome. I'm just gonna pop out for a minute and douse myself in kerosene and then jump in front of a blowtorch. Oh, you think that the path to the Stanley Cup is that easy, Carolina? Challenge accepted. Are we even trying? Like, come on. Do something. I know it was probably the right move to trade him, but I'm so glad that Frank Vatrano is still on the Ducks. I love that absolute mad lad. Honestly, I can't believe that the biggest news to the trade deadline is the trade that didn't happen. I mean, there would have been riots down at TD Garden if Ullmark had gotten traded. You can't break up him and Swayman, they'd be like lost puppies without each other. Well, we traded Wenberg and re-signed Everly. In the words of our esteemed GM, we didn't do anything stupid, so I guess that's a positive. Yeah, after all these deadline deals, I still have no idea if we're buyers or sellers. So, I'm not saying that it was a terrible move to not make any moves at the deadline, and we are on a winning streak, but might be nice if we had a little extra scoring help.